So the podcast over at Running Back on FanDuel TV with Michelle Beadle, Chandler Parsons, and Lou Williams was talking about the Klay Thompson and Ja Morant altercation that they had at the end of a game, and they said some things that I actually find true. So on the other side of the intro, we're gonna talk about it. Let's go.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Okay, Ring Culture, welcome back to Ring Culture, where we play no games, we just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, go over to my reaction page, the Nuclear Reactor. Check out my sports reactions over there. Y'all will love it. But back over here, make sure y'all like and comment. That's how y'all get me into the algorithm. And then I'll go get them when my content hit them and fit them and sit with them. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload. Share my video and hype my channel. So, everybody over at Run It Back Podcast on FanDuel, Michelle Beadle, Chandler Parsons, and Lou Williams, they actually went into the Klay Thompson and Ja Morant incident that we all saw when Street Clothes got up and put his finger in Klay Thompson's face, another one of the Gangsta Paradise dudes in the NBA. So I'm going to let y'all listen to what they had to say, and then I'm going to come back and give y'all my opinion. Listen to this.
Ooh, that's a good line at the end because it's like a night. It's like, hey, you're awesome, but Chandler, what'd you think of this? It is, but it's not.
It's a compliment. It's a backhanded compliment. I think it's well said. Again, I hate that we're talking about Ja Morant and the negative headline, and somehow he finds himself again something other than basketball, other than him being spectacular on the court, dunking on somebody, catching a lob, winning a game winner. Like, why are we always talking about Ja Morant, something outside of basketball or anything positive? So that's the only issue I have with this. I love what Klay said back to him. Klay's obviously struggling this season. The Mavs are an absolute dumpster fire this season. But this goes back to Golden State years. There's been beef here for a while with Dylan Brooks and the Warriors, Ja Morant and the Warriors. This has been going on for years now. So clearly it boiled over, and I'm with Klay on this one. I think Ja needs to just focus on getting healthy and getting along with his head coach and finding peace playing basketball instead of doing things like this, making headlines for anything other than basketball. So I love the competitiveness. I love the rivalry. I love everything about it. But I just wish Ja Morant would mature at some point and stop doing stupid shit that's going to keep him in the headlines for bad things.
You know what? Listen, Chandler, when we start having these arguments with players and our competitors, we go to the numbers, we go to the resume after that. And once we go to the resume, we decide if you qualify to even have this banter with me, whether you qualify to even have this talk with me. We're not going to forget about who Klay Thompson was and who he can quite possibly still be. We're not gonna forget that. He's gonna go down as one of the greatest shooters of all time. I don't care who had a hot night. Klay Thompson had a hot career, and he's going to be regarded as such when it comes to shooting the basketball. If this was all of this is all about, was somebody that was shooting the basketball, and I know it came down to what Klay felt like was a dirty play on his teammate and this and that, but I'm agreeing with y'all. Listen, Ja, we don't listen to nobody in street clothes. You in street clothes and you're not available, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear you talking. We don't want to hear you telling nobody that they not the best shooter in the house. And that's just how it is. And Ja knows that when guys are in street clothes and they talking trash and he's on the court, we're not trying to hear it. No special rules for Ja Morant. And we want to see him back on the floor. So, Klay said it. He's always leaving us with that feeling that we want more out of you on the basketball court. I want to see when the next time these two teams match up and both of these guys are in uniform and they can go back and forth from there. So
I'll tell you this.
The accountability line was good too, by the way. Like Klay doesn't talk much like that.
Yeah.
So
Clay, you never really see Clay riled up like this. That's what I'm saying. This has been years and years. This is blown over. They're both frustrated. They're both not having the greatest seasons. Their teams are struggling. So I agree with everything Lou just said too. If you're not on the floor backing it up, if you're in the team jumpsuit, like be quiet and cheer on cheer on your team. And again, if Steph Curry never existed, we're talking about the greatest shooter of all time, and you're comparing.
Yeah, this is what I've been saying to y'all every time I've talked about Ja Morant on this channel. It's always something negative. It's never anything about his basketball career. This dude is going to get blackballed from the NBA at the very least. I just don't believe that he's going to be around in 3 years unless at some point he matures. I thought after the second time he got in trouble flashing his weapon on camera that he would have woke up, but he shows no signs of trying to be anything other than a fake gangster. None whatsoever. And somebody left in my comment section, his little booty dance don't make you think he's tough. Straight up, this dude running around doing a booty dance, but he's trying to be a gangster. It's absolutely mind-boggling. He's not going to be in the league that much longer. I'm telling you. The only way he stays in the league is if he changes his mindset and actually, focuses on basketball. And he does not seem to even care about focusing solely on basketball. So for me, I think he's going to be gone. Now, I can't say that I care either that he's going to be gone. He clearly doesn't see the blessing that he's been blessed with. But every time Ja Morant is in the highlights of late, it's not about his play because he's either suspended or hurt. And now he's going through it with his coach. And then this time he comes off the bench. He's not even playing. He comes off the bench to do what? To start trouble? To run your mouth? Come on, bro. Like, you ain't doing nothing good for your team. Nothing. You remember they were struggling and he was mad at his coach, so he was out there barely playing. So you're doing nothing for your team whatsoever. You're basically sabotaging them because you mad at the coach, so now you make the whole team suffer, and you're the number one option. Yeah, so you hate to see somebody who has this opportunity, especially in this economy, to be, to be able to provide for their family for generations. But this kid just don't get it. He either changes mindset, stop trying to be a gangster. He's not a tough guy, or at least he doesn't seem like it to me. I don't know him personally. Or get what you've been trying to get. You're working hard to get blackballed, and you might get it, bruh, or banned. Let me know what y'all think down below, Ring Culture. I'll be down there with y'all. And always remember, we are Ring Culture because the whole point of the culture is to win rings. For the culture, I love y'all. Peace.